Hey everybody. Hopefully I am on now. Um I'm going to check really quick to see and then I'm going to get started. But let me just make sure cuz I've done this before. Okay, yes, I am on. Excellent. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to share this really quick and then we're going to get ready to get started. While I am doing that, go ahead and let me know where you are joining me from, what your weather is like today, and how you are doing. Give me a thumbs up down there in the comments if you are with me. Let me know that you are here. Um, I am just sharing this out really quick. Okay. I'm just going to share this really quick and then we're going to get ready to get started. While I am doing that, go ahead and let me know where you are joining me from, what your weather is like today, and how you are doing. Okay, so I see that it has a little bit of a delay. For those of y'all there in Instagram, come on in and join me. We are just going to be, I'm gonna close this out really quick. Okay, and I'm just checking to make sure that I am where I'm supposed to be. All right. The only one I'm not seeing is this one, but it's okay. I think, oh, okay, great. I am there. Let me mute it. Okay. So, thank y'all so much for joining me today. I'm excited because I'm like multi streaming, going to different places. And it's taken me a little while to figure this out, but it's okay. So, what I want you to do today is just come on in here, join me, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you are with me today. Tell me what it's like where you are, where you're located. I'm currently in Orlando, Florida, and it's supposed to be sunny from what I thought, but um, it's actually rainy today. And you know, I guess sometimes that's how things are. It doesn't exactly hit your expectations, but you just keep on going. So if you see me looking multiple places, it's because I have Instagram over here and I have everybody else up here. That's YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. You're all up here. Um, uh, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about crushing your goals with your content. And more importantly, I want to talk to you about why you should even want to do that. Okay. Um, like I said, please make sure that you leave me some comments so that I know that you're here with me. Once you join in, give me a thumbs up. I can see you um, coming in, and I would just like for you to give me a little thumbs up if you come on in and you're here with me. I'm gonna do a little bit of a tester for myself here just to see what I see. All right, so I do see it. Um, and then as you can see down at the bottom, we've got a nice little setup today. Down at the bottom, whenever someone comments on multiple streams, we will have some comments here. For those of you in Instagram land, I'm sorry, you don't have all the same capabilities as everyone else. You don't get to see the beautiful background and all the comments and interacting like that. But if you would like to, then make sure that you jump on in over at facebook.com/, Mrs. Makita Rod, or you can go to YouTube. Or if you have a Twitch account, you can go there. But I'm just trying to reach y'all wherever you are. And so I'm being very proactive and jumping into different platforms. So, like I was saying, today we are going to be talking about why you should use your content to crush your goals, right? So, we're at the beginning of the year, and I know that everyone has goals that they want to hit. We have these top goals we want to hit. We want to be really effective in our businesses. We want to hit our income revenue goals. We want to hit our goals of reaching a certain amount of people. And so, with that, it's going to take some strategy. You cannot just come on in the scene and be like, you know what, I'm going to make $20,000 and I'm just going to hit it and not know how you're going to do it. So you have to have some goals, you have to have some strategy. And I've been talking about this in my recent, hey Kanan, I've been talking about this in my recent blog posts as you've seen them. And, if you're reading my blogs, which I know they are very long, but if you are reading them, then you'll see that I'm giving you a lot of information because I want to make sure that you've got your head right when you are working in your business. So Kanan, I know you just came in here, and anybody else who just joined on Instagram, again, I am live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And if you want to join in with multi comments, then you may want to go in on one of those other platforms. Instagram, you'll only be able to interact with Instagram. So if you see me looking up and down, it's because I'm in both of these. Okay, just trying to make sure I got my audience clear. So when you are building your business online, you have to be multitask. Hi, I hope you're having a great day as well. So you have to be a little bit multitask, just like I am right here, where I'm like, I'm here on Instagram and I'm here in Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Okay, and it really doesn't matter which platform you choose, because once you go in on the other platforms, I wasn't able to link these with Instagram because of how Instagram works. But once you go in on the other platforms, you'll actually be able to see the comments as they come up in the feed from everybody else, except for Instagram. You're the only group that can't really interact with everybody. So, hopefully they fix that soon. But until they do, then I'll be doing this type of multi-streaming. But like I was saying, when you are building your business online, you kind of have to be everywhere, right? Like I am now. You have to be reaching out to your customers, and, you have to be very strategic in what you're doing. And so in doing that, I really want to encourage you to use your content to focus in on how you reach your customers, on how you achieve your goals, on how you share your message. And so today we're going to be talking about that. And so if you are new here, then let me first introduce myself. My name is Makita Rodriguez, and I'm a strategy and tech business coach. So I help my clients set up and automate their online systems for business so that they can actually step away from all the tech and they can spend time with their family and actually work in their business instead of always worrying about the tech pieces of their business, instead of always being frustrated with, not having a funnel or sitting in front of the computer all day, posting on social media, trying to figure out how you're going to reach more people, how you're going to get more clients, or even once you have your clients and you're happy with who you're working with, you feel overwhelmed because you don't feel like you could really handle the influx of activities that are coming in. And so I really help you to strategize and to streamline your system so that you can focus on doing the things that you got into business for. And I've been doing this for a very long time. I started online 14 years ago, and I've been working and helping other people for about 7 years now. And so I do my best to help you right where you are, understanding that everyone is at a different level. Some are beginners, some are intermediate, and others are advanced. But, like many business owners know, none of us know everything. So it's very good that we connect with one another and we help each other out. And, I stay in my lane. I try to help you with the website and the social media portions, the content creation, the email marketing. But there are some things that I do not do. So if there's something I can't do, then I will definitely recommend you to a resource, someone that I know will be able to help you. And so that, it kind of takes us into what we're discussing today, which is your goals. What are your goals for your business? Have you really sat down and thought about them? Do you know what they are? And if you have thought about them, then I want you to kind of share with me one of your goals in the comments. It can be your revenue goal. It can be how many people you want to reach. It could be, your following goal. But it's important that you know what your goals are and that you also understand why you're using each platform that you're using. Because some platforms, you should use to monetize and others you should not. And a clear example of that is like for me when it comes down to Clubhouse. I'm on the new Clubhouse platform and I'm there for connections. I'm not there to monetize. Once I link up with people on Clubhouse, they normally follow me somewhere else, like on Instagram, and then from there we deal with what they need from me and how I can help them. So let me know one of your goals this year, and I want to talk to you about how you can actually hit your goal by using your content, because that's what we're here for today. We're talking about why you should be focusing on crushing your goals by utilizing your content. And so with that, we want to jump into the first thing, which is the normal way of doing business right now. And if you see me looking down, it is because I take notes. I give myself some notes, some key points that I want to share with you, because I love to talk. I really do enjoy it. And I want to make sure that I am hitting the points that I came here to talk to you about. And so the first thing, like I said, is the normal way of doing business right now, which is jump online and stay there as long as you can and connect and just keep on punching the computer, keep on punching the phone. A lot of people are creating graphics and they are uploading those graphics on a very consistent basis. They're on social media like 3 to 5 times a day, if not more than that. Then they are also, oh, there you go. Hey. Then they are also, all right, I like how that worked. Okay. So they're also, they're spending time on social media 3 to 5 times a day. And then on top of that, they're also getting lost in the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever hole you're in, you're kind of getting lost in there, right? And so you end up staying there for hours on end just because your original thought was, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna share some content on my social media. Hey, down there in Instagram. And so what you end up doing is, number one, you get stuck on social media. The other thing is you're sitting down in front of your email marketing or your email autoresponder and you're writing emails every single day or every single week or 3 to 5 times a day. You're also physically emailing or reaching out to your customers and clients, and you're sending them links to sign up to pay. You're on live every single day. You're everywhere all the time. And so what is happening is you are getting burned out. And so the way of doing business right now is hustle mode. Hustle, hustle, hustle. That's what everybody's doing. And while there's nothing wrong with hustling, there is something wrong with hustling until you get burnt out. And so the mentality that I really want to encourage you to have is one where you have a strategic hustle. Like if you really like the word hustle and you want to make sure that you are hustling, then I want you to have a strategic hustle. I prefer that you say you have a strategy in mind that you are implementing and that you are working hard at. But if you have to use the word hustle, then be strategic with your hustle, okay? Because you have something that you're reaching for. In the normal way of doing business today, there is something specific that you are aiming for. You're either aiming to reach a revenue goal because, of course, if you're in business and you're not making money, then it's still a hobby, right? So you're reaching for a specific revenue goal. Okay, you're reaching for a specific revenue goal. And then the other thing is you're probably trying to save yourself some time, or you're trying to reach a different type of goal. Maybe you have something you wanted to do for yourself, and this is how you're going to achieve it in your business. Or maybe you're trying to buy a house for your family, or, just so many different things that you're trying to do. But I want you to think about why you're actually in business. Like, what's the whole point? What are you trying to do as you're here, as you're out here in the world connecting and creating products and services? What is it that you're actually trying to do? What's the whole goal? What's the point? And the reason why I'm telling you to do that is because as you're doing business the normal way, I want you to start evaluating whether or not you're actually in it and reaching the goal for the purpose that you got in it for, because your goals can kind of change as you're in your business. You know, you can be in your business and you can say, well, I have a revenue goal, I want to make $5,000 a month, and all of a sudden you start reaching for the goals of having more followers, and so you get distracted because now you're reaching for a follower goal instead of reaching for your revenue goal. And so I want you to start paying attention to what it is that you're actually doing, because remember, I told you you need to be strategic. And so, you know, what is happening in the process of you reaching these goals and doing business the normal way? You're probably spending all your time here in this space, on the computer, on the phone. You're probably losing time with your family. You're probably staying up late nights and not feeling well and not eating right. And, you know, ask me how I know. I've been in this space, right, for a very long time. And so it becomes important that we start strategizing how we're going to actually hit our goals, and we pay attention to what we're doing versus what we want to be doing, right? Because if you wanted to work a 9 to 5, if you wanted to work a 12-hour shift, then you would just stay working wherever it was that you were working before, doing whatever it is that you were doing before. But if you want to change your mind and you actually want to start running your business and being effective in your business for the purposes that you got into your business, and you have to start being strategic in it, and you have to start thinking about some things. Like I'll tell you, yesterday I created and I'm just going to show this to you real quick. I went through and I created a daily schedule, you know, and I printed it out. And oftentimes I tell my clients, you know, you need to come up with your ideal day, and you need to set up, you know, what would you be doing right now if your day was perfect? And what would you be doing in an hour if your day was perfect? And what days would you be working? What days would you not be working? And those things we have to realize when we need them. And that is, we do that by evaluation. So today, the focus is like, I want you to think about what you are currently doing and what you should be doing to reach your goals. Because the point in it is to actually be successful in your business, to actually be reaching your target goals in your business. But how can you do that if you just keep getting distracted, right? And so, like I asked you, what is happening in the process? You're getting distracted. You're getting sidetracked. You're working on one thing for way too much time. And so this is where the content creation piece comes in. And so while we're talking about content, let's talk about what it is. I've posted this before, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of repetition. Content is what you create or share with your audience, okay? Period. It can be text, it can be audio, it could be visual in regards to a video, and you can, and any combination of those things. And so it is really whatever you put together or gather to put out to your audience to communicate a certain message to them, and you're trying to inform them, entertain them, educate them, you know, help them with transformation or something like that. So, you know, this is why you're here. And so what is content creation or content marketing? That's the process of actually putting the stuff together and then being strategic in a way that you reach your target income goals or your target business goals by using the stuff that you are putting out and sharing with your audience. So now, how do you use this to, you know, to crush your goals? We're going to talk about that later on, but what I want you to first start thinking about are the benefits, the reasons why you want to even do it. Why do you want to do it? So the first reason why you want to do it is because you want to create an online resource, okay? So put the number 1 down in the chat if you're still here with me. And I don't know why, but it just got really cold in my office. Goodness. Okay, put a number 1 down in the chat if you're still here with me. Let's see what we have here. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm hoping you can't hear too much clicking. All right. So I don't see y'all coming through, and it may be a quick lag. I'm not sure. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to get ready to go into number 1. So number 1, It is a free resource. Your people who are coming to you for information, they don't all want to spend money immediately as soon as they learn about you. They want to know who you are and what you do, and they want to see what type of information you can give to them. So, free resources are wonderful. It's one of the reasons why we love blogs, why we love podcasts, why we love YouTube, why we love trainings like this, because free resources just help us. They provide information for us, they educate us, sometimes they entertain us. And when you are given this type of information, you help your audience from day one. So your content creates that. It provides a online resource for your audience on your particular subject matter. And so the next thing it does is it informs your audience about you. So as you are sharing this information with your audience, you are helping them to learn more about you. You are helping them to learn how you help them, what you do. And then when they're ready to work with you, how can they buy from you, right? You're teaching them about who you are, what you do, your experience, what you've had, what you've endured when it comes to the problem, how you got out of the problem. And overall, they begin to know you, like you, and trust you. And as we know, those are some of the factors that come into play when people think about purchasing from you. Because it's been said, and I do believe it's true, that we buy from people who we like, who we know, like, and we trust, right? And so the more that I feel like I know you, the more that I feel like I like you and I trust you, then the more I'm going to be willing to purchase from you. So you really educate your audience. Y'all who see that right there, that's Honey. That's my dog. She was asleep, but I guess she decided to get up. But you educate your audience on who you are when you are providing content, okay? Now, the third thing that you do is you educate your audience on the topic. So your audience needs more information before they start working with you, before they purchase your products, before they go out and, anything that we use, we want to have some education about it. Even in like the streaming tools that I'm using, I had to go and find out some information about them. Like, what is it for? How can I use it? Why should I use it? What's the benefit in it? You want to educate your audience and you want to help them to understand why they should dive into the topics that they're diving into. Why should they be well informed on certain things? Even like now, when we're sitting here talking about content, I want you to clearly understand why you should even focus and understand content creation and marketing, right? Because if you don't understand it, then you're just going to aimlessly walk around kind of doing whatever someone tells you to do, plugging in whatever it is that they tell you to plug in, and you'll never be able to strategize the tools that you need or your plan for yourself. So education is very important. We know that knowledge is power, but knowledge alone is not it. You have to take action. In order for you to take action, you have to be a well-educated individual, okay? So your content helps to educate your audience. And the next thing it does, it establishes you as an expert in your field. Now, I already told you, you're providing free resources. So people are going to come back to you when they want more information. They're going to come to you and they're going to ask you questions. They're going to find out what else you're sharing. How else can you educate them? What type of tips and tools do you recommend? And when you provide this type of information, you become an expert in your field. Now, you don't have to evaluate yourself on where you are in the expert arena, but you become an expert because you become a go-to person on the topic. And so this is what you want to do, especially if you are a thought leader, a service-based professional, coach, speaker, author. If you're in any type of service or you're a thought professional, you really want to make sure that you are creating content, information that you're sharing with your audience that helps them to see you as an expert in your field. Because a lot of times people go back and they say, what type of certification do you have? What type of trainings do you have? How long have you been doing this? And while all those things are really important, what we have to understand about life in general is that you have a certain experience that you've been through and you learn key things about that area as you are doing it. And so there's always something that you could be sharing. And I remember someone saying to me, you don't have to be like the top expert in your area. You just have to be about 2 to 3 steps in front of the people that you're helping. Because you know what? They don't know what you know because they haven't experienced it. They haven't been there. And so by creating your content and sharing it and putting it out, you actually establish yourself as an expert. You help your people to know and to understand more about the area in your field. All right. And so those were 3 things. We actually have 7 of them, okay? And so thing number 4, that was number 4. Okay, number 5, it warms up your audience, preparing them to buy. So when you are sharing your content, you actually take your audience from being a cold audience where they know nothing about you, nothing about the product, and nothing about the service. Excuse me. Y'all, I had to step away for a second because Honey is acting like a little child. She pulled the paper down and she was tearing it up, and I didn't want that to be distracting. So I had to step away, but I'm back. Okay. So one of the things that your content does is it prepares your audience to be a warm audience. So you take them from not knowing anything about you, you take them from not knowing anything about your product to not knowing you, not trusting you, not liking you, any of these things, and you begin to warm them up. You begin to show them who you are. You begin to help them understand what you do. You begin to teach them about your product or your service, and along the way they start getting excited. They start feeling like, oh, you know what, I want to work with him or her. I want to get into the area that they are in. I want to learn more. What do I need to do next? They begin to actually feel connected to you, and they begin to desire your product or your service, because the more that you help someone, right, the more they're going to be like, well, what's the next step? What am I supposed to do next? Now what do I do? How do I invest? And I know, like, for me, when someone is giving me information, it's really good information. I'm thinking, this is some great information and it's free. So what's the paid stuff? And if I invest in myself, and, what am I going to get next? How are you going to help me elevate myself and elevate my business? That's my thought. It's my thought process. And so if your audience is anything like me, if they are the type of people who want to grow, who want to learn more, who want to expand their business, expand their practice, then they're going to think the same thing. So as you put out your content, you're actually warming up your audience. And so the next thing that your content does as you are sharing your content is it begins to save you time. Okay? You put out content in a strategic manner, it can begin to save you time, because then you're no longer having to answer specific questions via email. Or like for me, right now, I can refer you to a blog post that will help you understand building your website or crushing your goals using your online systems. And so by creating that one piece of content that one time, I've created an online resource that will save me time and goes into our next point, which is have a reference topic. I'm able to refer you to a resource that I've created that you can get help from. And not only that, but I've created a reference point for other people to refer to. So anybody looking for this particular topic, they could say, hey, you know what? There's a blog post over on MakitaRodriguez.com about how you can crush your goals with your content, or how you can crush your goals using your online system, or why you want to even have a website. What is it supposed to do? What is it supposed to look like? Right? And so it saves you time, because in the long run, you're able to refer back to it. But then when you actually begin to sit down and create your content the way that you're supposed to, and you put it in motion and you automate that thing, then you're actually able to step away from the internet for a while. You actually step away from the computer, and you can build you in some systems, right? You can have you some processes, a certain way that you actually get the thing done. And then you allow it to be pushed out on a consistent basis. And if you use the right tools, then it can also be repetitive, without you having to do it. So these are the goals, right? The goals are to help you achieve your business aspirations in alignment with what you have for your life. So most likely, if you are a business owner and you're listening to me right now, then you want freedom. You want freedom of time, freedom of money. You just want to be able to go and do and not have to be boggled down with all the mundane, tedious tasks. How do you do that? You do that by establishing your systems. And the first thing that I want to encourage you to do is start thinking about how you can utilize your content marketing, your content creation, okay? Start thinking about that. Write down these things that I'm telling you. Think about the normal way that you're currently doing your business and ask yourself if this is how you want to be doing business, or is there something else that you want to be doing? I can almost bet that you want to be doing business a different way, okay? And I'm pretty sure that you do. I'm pretty sure you don't just want to be sitting, on whatever platform you've been on for the past 5 hours, just sitting there scrolling, thinking about what you need to do in business. Or, I have connected with a lot of people on Facebook, and I jump into groups sometime and I connect and I help people, and I'm there to help. But when it comes down to scheduling appointments and so many different things, I have automated content for that, and even like now, creating this piece of content, it will serve as a reference point, and I'm going to tell you why right now. I'm building a bundle, right now there is the Crush It with Content bundle, and if you are interested in getting this video training and the trainings I'm going to be doing over the next few days on how to crush your goals with your content, then you need to go and get that bundle. And so I've created a reference point and a resource, and I've established myself as an expert. I've done all of those things with using this one piece of content. And you can do that with your text, you can do that with your audio, you can do that with your video, and you can repurpose things in order for you to crush your business goals. Okay, so if you are interested in getting this particular training and the ones that are coming after, then I want you to visit focus.makitarodriguez.com/get more. If you are on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, the link should already be inside of the comments, and all you have to do is post on it. It is a $37 bundle right now. It will eventually go up. If you are on Instagram, then what you're going to do is you're going to tap my face up, not my face, but the link up at the top, or you can go to my bio. You're going to click the link on the Get More link. You're going to tap on the pink button. That button says Get the Crush It with Content bundle for $37. And every day as these trainings continue, I will be uploading them into the Crush It with Content bundle on my platform, okay? The program platform. You will end up getting a checklist with this to help you along the way. But I want you to make sure that you are thinking through the process, okay? Think through what you are currently doing in your business and what you want to be doing. And right now, I just want to ask you, do you have any questions for me? Because that is pretty much it right now in regards to today's discussion about why you should even be trying to crush your content with your goals. So if you have any questions, let me know and I will take them starting now. I want to thank y'all for joining me here today. It was kind of hard getting on here using this new streaming platform that I'm using, streaming everywhere at one time, but I am excited because I don't have to be in like 5 different places in order to do it. I can just tap one thing. I also want to share with you that on Sunday at 3 p.m. I will be doing a tech corner, and while I will inform you over here on Instagram, it will not be on Instagram. It will be on one of the other platforms, which are Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And so you will have to jump on one of those platforms in order to get the help. I may come on for a little bit just to let y'all know over here in Instagram land, but mostly it's going to be on the other platforms so that you can see my screen. We'll be doing a tech corner for 30 minutes. You can come, you can ask me questions in regards to anything when it comes to like your website, your content creation, your email marketing, social media, automation, funnels, any of those things. If you have questions and you want to get an answer, you can if you, and I thought I put my phone on do not disturb, but okay, I have to really work on that. If you want to join me in the tech corner, then it's going to be tomorrow, which is Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions come through. I want to thank you for joining me. Again, I am Makita Rodriguez. If you would like to get the Crush It with Content bundle for $37, then you can visit focus.makitarodriguez.com/get more. Click on the pink button. If you're on Instagram, then just tap on my face and go to that link and click on the pink button. All right, so that is it for now. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a great one.